Okay, today we are going to start graphing lines. So this is an introduction to graphing linear equations. And this is page 59 in our binders. Remember that slope, or m, is rise over run. When we're graphing, we're always going to pick to run to the right first. Go right first. For your rise, if the slope is positive, then you're going to go up. If the slope is negative, then you're going to go down. After you've done that and exhausted all of your options, you'll see what I mean by that in a moment. You're going to go back to the starting point and do the opposite thing. So instead of going right, you'll go left, and then you'll just do the opposite of up or down, whatever you were supposed to be doing. Please remember that whole numbers have denominators of 0. The denominator is 0. So something like 6 is really 6 over 1. Something like negative 2 is really negative 2 over 1. If the slope is equal to 0, remember this is a horizontal line. A horizontal line for 0. If the slope is undefined, remember that's a vertical line. So originally prior to today, we've been given a graph and we've found the slope. Today, we're given a point and we're going to draw the rest of the graph by using the slope. So I know that I always must go to the right first. So this is, I'm going to go to the right 3 times. And then I need to go up or down. This is negative, so I'm going to go down. So from this point, I'm going to the right 3 times and down twice. To the right 1, 2, 3, and down twice. Now I'm going to keep doing that until I run off of the graph. So to the right 3 times and down twice. Now I have no more room on the graph, so I'm going to go back to my starting point here. And instead of going to the right 3, I'm going to go to the left 3. And instead of going down 2, I'm going to go up 2. You're just going to do the opposite thing. And you're going to do the opposite thing now until you run out of room. So to the right 3, and then you're off of the graph, so you're done. After that, we're going to connect all of the dots. You should have a ruler today. So we're just going to connect all of the dots to make that line. If you don't have a ruler, then you forgot to grab one on your way in. Just connect the dots the best you can. Looking at example number 2, this is a rise of 1 and a run of 5. The bottom number, the denominator, tells us to go left or right. We're always going to pick to go to the right first. Now this is positive, so I'm going to go up 1. So I need to go to the right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up once. To the right 5 times, and we're off of the graph. So I'm done. Now you go back to the starting point, and instead of going to the right 5 times, you're going to go to the left 5 times. And you're off of the graph, so you don't have to connect any more dots. So you're just going to connect those 2 points. And now you have a line that looks like what we've been finding the slope of, but we drew this line on our own by being given the slope. And a point. Okay. 3 will tell us to go up or down. 8 will tell us to go side to side because that's the run. We're always going to pick to go to the right first, so we're going to run to the right 8 times. And then to go up or down, I see that this slope is positive, so I'm going to go up 3 times. So we're going to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then up 1, 2, 3. That was to the right 8 times and up 3 times. If I were to go to the right 8 more times, I'd be off of the graph. So I go back to my starting point, and instead of to the right 8, we're going to go to the left 8. And instead of going up 3, we're going to go down 3. At the starting point, if I try to go left 8, I'm off of the graph, so we're not actually going to do that. You just keep plotting points until you run out of room on the graph. This says that the slope is 0. Please remember that if the slope is 0, your line is straight side to side. So we're just going to draw a horizontal line that goes through that ordered pair. Looking at number 5, the slope is undefined. If it's undefined, we're going to go vertically through that dot. So looking at number 5, I have to draw an up and down line through that dot. You're just tracing the vertical line that it's on. Now we're looking at number 6. Remember, we always pick to go to the right first. The bottom number tells us left or right, so we always go to the right first. So we're going to the right 5 times, and then this is a negative slope, so I'm going to have to go down 7 times. Well, here's my starting point, and I can't go to the right 5 times without being off of the graph. So go back to the starting point, and now we're going to do the opposite. So instead of right 5, we're going to go left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then instead of going down 7, we have to do the opposite, going up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We tried to go to the right 5 and down 7, but we ran out of room. So we go back to the starting point and do the opposite, left 5, up 7. And we're going to connect those 2 dots. In number 7, rise over run. I need to run to the right first. This is positive, so I will rise up and down. So I'm sorry, this is positive, so I'll rise up. So we're going to the right 3 times and up once. To the right 3 times, I'm off the graph. So go back to the starting point and do the opposite. Instead of going right 3 and up 1, we're going to go left 3 and down 1. So left 1, 2, 3, down 1. Left 1, 2, and we're off of the graph. So that's all of the points that I'm going to connect there. This is a negative rise 4, run 3. We always pick to run to the right first. And then since this is negative, I need to rise down 4 instead of up 4. So from this point, you go right 3 times and down 4 times. Right 3 times, down 4 times. If you were to do that again, you'd run out of room. So we go back to the starting point and do the opposite. Instead of right 3, down 4, we're going to go left 3, up 4. Left 1, 2, 3, and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 1, 2, 3, and up 4 would put us off of the graph, so we're just going to connect these 3 points here. Looking at that last row, if the slope is 0, if the slope is 0, then the line should be horizontal. So you're going to draw a sideways line through that point. Number 14 says the slope is -3. Well, that's a negative whole number. And we know that whole numbers have a denominator of 1. I need to go to the right first, so I run to the right once. Since this is negative, I'm going to go down 3 times. So starting at this point, I go to the right once and down 1, 2, 3. To the right once, and if I were to go down 3, I'd be off of the grid. So go back to the starting point, and instead of going right 1, down 3, we're going to go left 1, up 3. Left 1, up 1, 2, 3. Left once, up 1, 2, 3. Left once and up 1, 2, 3 would take us off the graph. So we're just going to use these ordered pairs and connect our line. In number 15, the slope is undefined. Undefined is a vertical line. So through this ordered pair, you're tracing the vertical line. And then you're done graphing it. In number 16, the slope is 2/5, 2 over 5. 5 is the run, and we always pick to run to the right first. Since this is positive, we're going to rise up 2. So we're going to the right 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 2 times, 1, 2. To the right 5 times will bring us off the graph, so go back to the starting point. Then we do the opposite. Instead of right 5, up 2, we're going to go left 5, down 2. Left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is off the graph, so we're actually done now. Just got to connect these 2 ordered pairs to make our line. The important thing here is to always run to the right first. Then you go back to the starting point and do the opposite. I do kind of want to explain the homework, so if you turn to the next page, this is page 60, this is the homework. Because of needing a way to enter this online for people who might not be in person right now, we have made some answer choices here. So you're first going to graph the slope. So from this point, and what I did was I went through and outlined the up and down axis and the side to side axis of each point that you need to start at, each starting point. So this is the blank point. You know the slope is 3/4. You always run to the right first. Since this is positive, you're going to rise up 3. So from this point, you're going right 4 times and up 3 times. Right 4 times would take you off the graph. So go back to the starting point. Now instead of going right 4 and up 3, you're going to go left 4 and down 3. So left 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3. That's where your next ordered pair is. So when you connect the dots, you want to know what answer choice dot this goes through. Now this one goes through ordered pair D, so on number 1, if you were typing this in on Schoology, your answer would be D. If you have any questions about how to do any of the rest of this homework or about any part of the lesson today, please reach out to me on Schoology or drop a comment on this video.